Welcome! Opening my tea party just for you. Who is that? It's Didina, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. It's time for Chapter 7 stream for Arknights, which I'm a little nervous about because everyone has been telling me that I'm going to struggle a lot. So I'm just gonna take it in a stride and see how far I can go and do my best as always. So I guess we might as well get started. But first, hi Eternal, hi Watcher, hi DG, welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone. So we might as well get started. I am quite nervous about what's going to happen. Last thing I remember is that Lungmin is still in danger. So we're not sure how this is going to go. Is Lungmin going to end up like Ursus, or is it going to somehow survive? That is the million-dollar question now. Hi Relia, welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's get started. A person walks into the sunset alone. Oh, CG? An old monster once told me, "What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger." Hi Pika, welcome to the stream. I always thought it was stupid. But the guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Hi tuners, welcome to the stream. Does a bug jump into a flame to get stronger? So stupid. No, let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. You know, no matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still just a bug. If a bug jumps into a flame, all it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assuming it even had a brain, it obviously went mad. But what if I was to leap into the flames? Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would that prove? I'd come out a bit charred, but how would that make me any stronger? But we're talking about death here. And what does an undying monster know about death? Alas, such is the nature of the bitter death that none may resist. I wonder who's talking. Oh, it's W. I mean, I kind of had a feeling that it's W, but this just confirms it, I guess. Hi, Lord. Welcome to the stream. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, expensive stuff doesn't kill my wallet, but why am I still poor? Good question. You'll still talk to me? That's a surprise. I thought you were totally caught up in your plan to destroy Lungmin, Talula. W. You haven't given anyone notice of your visit. Oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Forgot all about that reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. But you know I can't go all the way up to the top of the command tower, so I have to ask you to stoop to my level. Your sarcasm isn't doing us any good, W. Reunion needs the might of the sarcasm, and we should strive not to add any more personal conflicts between us. Just call us devils. Only the bleeding hearts and self-righteous call us sarcasm. Us mercenaries? We know exactly what we are. Strange. Devils. The inferior race of the banished. You mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take pride in it. Duh. But your people started calling us devils, not as a hate thing or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil is a fear thing. You people called us that because we scare you. So us mercs like being called devils because we know exactly what it really means. And we always make good and sure anyone left alive takes the subtext straight to the heart. Oh, sorry. Me yapping on about this is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? We're a no-name merc squad famous for brutality, but compared to you? Why, that's like a worm trying to go up against a crab. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inflict terror upon your enemies and provide warmth for your friends. To strike fear into our enemies and bring hope to our comrades. That is the way Reunion has always done things. So, driving Ursus's core city into Lungmen is also in line with a certain comrade's ardent wish? Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Lungmen. They need our assistance, and we will bring it to them. The infected inside Lungmen require hope, and our warriors here have expressed their earnest desire to be that source of hope. Everyone's wishes find harmony here, and the responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belongs to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefits to the Sarkaz, I assure you, beyond doubt. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I will provide you with profit. Sarkaz mercenaries like you, scattered between various city-states, as well as those who pull your strings. You will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries, and it will nourish you. After Lungmen, no nomadic city is safe. Your kind will find more room to expand and thrive, and your people will prosper. Ooh, sounds like a good deal. Just going off the profits? I'm totally on board. Tell me, W, what doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. Want a standing ovation? No need. Then let's talk about my mission. Bad news is I failed. I didn't manage to bring back my target, and she wouldn't give me the thing. That is not your fault. The kinship between Misha and Skullshatter was bound to lead to uncertainties. Why'd you send me to grab the scientist's daughter then? It seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Lungmen and firing up the core city, what was the point of her anyway? The authenticity of the key still has to be verified. I can personally verify that we've activated the core city, but Reunion still needs full control over the way it stops. That's where this key comes in. Mephisto told me the old geezer found in the abandoned city was the real deal. No, W. Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spilling secrets to Mephisto while thinking about extracting the information you want from him. Dang, Talula. So, is that bit of news true or not? You're not interested in hearing my justifications, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. I have my own channels and might be a little more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could have mixed up my sources, something like that. W. If you want me to be more transparent, I can explain to you the details of my plan. All of them. Skullshatter and your first operation tested the LGD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and improve upon our plans to take down Lungmen. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot sought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. I won't force you to tell me where your information came from, but my explanation should convince you. All right. But leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Won't ask any more questions after that, yeah? 2. Sergei, royal Chernobog scientist, held one of them and delivered it to Misha using special means. The other was held by Count Boris, former mayor of Chernobog. During our attack, he broke off a city plate to flee, but he was unable to escape the catastrophe. The ruined satellite city. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything there that we need. We can lure the LGD into an ambush given the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city, and the best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader. I'm all out of questions. Hey, I'm not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it all to me. W. If openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. But still, I don't think W has the best interests in mind when it comes to Reunion, so... In order to ensure a relationship of long-term mutual benefit, I will continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully this can slightly increase the trust between us. We will need to support each other to have a chance at overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched. Of course. I never liked this woman. Yeah, it's definitely W that's talking. The Talula they talk so nice about in private is so insanely boring. And this Talula talking to me right now is just another lying bastard. Oh, not to say there's anything wrong with lying. I lie a lot. Nothing stronger than a well-placed lie except maybe a bomb. The truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? But when I lie, I know I'm lying. I chew up my thoughts up and spit them into years. This she-dragon, though. She lies so naturally. It's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. It doesn't matter who she's talking to. It's not just tweaking a couple points to cover up her plans. She takes on a totally different form, turning into something they trust more, telling them what they want to hear. Reunion's most beloved figure is, of course, the leader Talula. Standing here with me, she's a businesswoman, a trader. With Patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. She'll show her true face one day, but not everyone will live long enough to see it. Besides, does she even have a true face? Is she an onion? You keep peeling off layer after layer until you realize there's nothing inside? That would be really scary if that was the case. I mean it. She was acting honest as an Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her hand slightly. I know that trick. Right now, she's like a cunning Savra after a lifetime of raiding and killing. Something pulls away the air in front of me, and in a split second, it'll melt away my whole body. Don't tell me you're ready to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Nobody has ever figured out the formless things Talula throws around, but I know exactly what they do. Ruins, debris, things lose even their most basic structure. It's just like a fire without light. I am her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Dragon Lady. The old Talula wouldn't have shown her cards this early. Waiting to die or plopping down some long-winded monologue before the end just isn't my style. I never thought about dying, at least not now. The small device I tossed out moments earlier while I was talking falls to the ground and blooms into a ball of flame before me. A wave of heat rushes towards me. Luckily, the comforting warmth isn't hers. I'm no arts expert in my experience. 99% of arts are no match for this pure burst of energy. Explosions, heat, shrapnel, shockwaves. It's an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy or me. I just need to draw out the stalemate a little longer until all the seeds I planted finish blooming. You're such a hard worker, Talula. You even went through all that trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it. You really would make a great actor. This Dragon Lady, I don't really hate her that much, do I? Those who don't know how to deceive cannot tell lies, and thus are not liars, and she is a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get okay, I admit it, I kinda get scared when I see her. I don't hate her, but I might be really afraid of her. And fear breeds caution. If you've got your guard up, you're prepared. Your little tricks are actually able to neutralize my Organium arts. I might have underestimated you. Hey, this little trick took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, what kind of devil would follow me? You came prepared. You planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torch me because I'm a pain, or do you want to shut me up because I've seen through you? To punctuate my sentence, a wave of heat surges from her fingertips and leaps towards me. Man, this dragon bitch just won't let me have any fun. I bend my waist and drop into an exaggerated roll, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Uh-oh. Ain't better next time. W, your dirty tricks have been exposed. You are now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? This is certainly of no benefit to you. Why? Why do you think this was my idea? I sure as hell didn't want us clawing at each other's faces this soon. Fact of the matter is, you attacked me first. Trying for a little shock and awe, huh? I guess I have no choice then. I just have to kill you before you kill me. Your insanity has deepened your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't really care who you lie to, how many people you kill, or how many people you lie to. But Dragon Lady, you'll regret lifting a finger against me. Am I the kind of person who says stuff like this? Maybe I really am losing it. Can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fucked up. I love how she just admits when she didn't handle the situation as well as she could have. I see. Pretending to be crazed and stupid had us all fooled. Turned out, I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are, such a colorful character. Not as lovely as you, of course. But you'll be even cuter once I rip your tongue out. Can't have it lolling around. Do you think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not. Did I even mention that I set a trap? Better watch your feet. Might be a trap. Say, how many do you want? How many do you have? You pitiful thing. My flames have found you. You will pay for your betrayal. Whoa, creepy. What's the matter with you? Who are you talking to with that tone of voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing out your purpose. Well, thanks for being so considerate of my preferences. You think you can rile me up with the right phrasing? And my purpose? How many people you plan to kill has nothing to do with me, Dragon Lady. What do you know about me? You've got like 80 different plots within plots going on in that noggin and you're gonna guess what's in mine? W. You want to prevent me from using the core city to attack Lungmen. Oh? If you simply wanted revenge, you would not have chosen this moment. If you wanted to kill me, W, you could have waited until both Lungmen and I are incapacitated. That would have been the wise move. Trying to talk me into giving you information was another cover. A mercenary leader who cares nothing for the direction of Reunion would not ask me, the leader of Reunion, about my plans. You know I won't kill you as long as you put aside your interest in this war. Do that and I'll spare your life. I'm fond of you, W. You're a good comic relief, and I have no desire to execute a harmless harlequin. Dang! However, a mad woman who will use any methods available to kill me has no right to judge good and evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent and insane as the performances you put on suggest, W? Would you shut up already? You are not. You want to stop Reunion. You want to stop the attack on Lungmen. Those are your intentions. W. You're all too easy to read. I didn't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeves. She's like spitting out some insults to her. That's a load of bullshit. I'll turn you into a puddle of gore and have someone dump you down the waste chute, assuming there's anything left. Oh gosh, what's going on? I will hydrate. Posture has been checked. I pressed the button on the device in my hand, a simple orgonium detonator switch, remotely operated, chained explosions. A blazing light of destruction mixing with the deliriously pungent aroma. Waves of heat carrying fragments of debris, overturning everything in front of me, just as I planned, everything reduced to cinders, even the most thick-skinned sarcasm. Stretching. Thank you. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for the explosives? Why did she plant her sword in the ground? Was this your trap? Try me, W of the sarcasm. Try again. Hold on, you... No fire, no burning. The hundreds of orgonium explosives I painstakingly twisted into the steel foundation of the city are all gone. Where are the explosions, the heat, the shrapnel? Nothing. The place where I planted the orgonium is deformed, melted, and warped. Drips of iron and the burned oil paint covering it gives off nasty smell, but that's it. My shrapnel, my blast waves, my light show, it's not going to happen. The cataclysm that I pictured in my mind a million times over isn't going to happen. The cunning dragon lady must have poured her arts into her sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. The heat radiated to each of my traps, melting them away. You figured it out. You're so smart, W. The world-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces is nothing but a big wet fart. All right, I've been thoroughly played. Poor W. All of that work for nothing? Dragon Lady, you're not half bad. Was this result also part of your plans? Let me guess, your backup plan is you'll show me an improvised suicide bombing spectacle, isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Don't get too cocky, little girl. Say, are you even the same person? Right now, even I don't really want to know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death. Die by my flames, be thrown from the city walls, or be run through my sword. Can you really finish me off? Steel must endure 1,000 trials in the forge before it can become a sword. A sword is destined from birth to be a weapon. But you are just a mortal shell that has not yet died. That would be an honor. To be impaled by the sword. Would I be the first one? Unfortunately, you'll have to accept second. Now, if we're talking people I've blown up, you, well, wouldn't even be a number. Am I going to die? I guess so. No, this can't be happening! But what's so bad about death? There are many things worse than dying. So when you feel like you're done for, as long as you've prepared for the stuff worse than death, you'll even manage to surprise yourself. Now, I think it's about time I also blow this joint. You blew yourself apart right in my hands? I thought you'd be more afraid to die. Though your defection didn't surprise me, you yourself did surprise me a little. So she's no longer considered comic relief, right, Talula? Yes, some potential. As the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough, W. Victoria. Wow. After the battle, 31 hours until impact, 6:30 p.m. Leader. Sir, your return gives me great peace of mind. Formalities unnecessary. There was a battle here, just now. It was between me and W who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry, I'm fine. From the reports I've received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Chernobog. She made her own decision to let the enemy escape, instigated the Sarkaz mercenaries' rebellion, and murdered her superior. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces. Where is she now? She should have stood trial. She detonated the explosives hidden around her body and fell into the core area. I will dispatch someone to search for her body. Sir, you need not worry yourself. That does not concern me. And her Sarkaz, what of them? I will deal with it. Now that the core city is steadily moving on track, I'll need to stabilize the situation immediately. Leader, this core city was activated without my knowing. Why? Even the comms have been broken. We're out of options. Ursus may attack Chernobog at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Lungmen. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city, and we have no excess power to support tuning the ingoing and outgoing channels. The Rigonium left behind by the catastrophe is so potent that we cannot endure it. The order to recall you exhausted the last of our backup supply. Now there's only one place that can provide us with enough refined organium. Even then, if time is tight, please discuss with us. What you say may be correct. I'm sorry, sir. I should have given it more thought. But what's done is done. This key, how will you use it? It can stop the city. The city can be stopped? Many things, once started, will not stop. So I'm entrusting this key to you. You'll decide when we stop. I apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir. No, I will go to guard the core city. Oh, is it because of FrostNova's death? Someone will attack. They will try. And I will stop them. Excuse me, sir. Crown Slayer, FrostNova, Mephisto, and Faust are still waiting for our help. We must not let any outsiders interfere with our plans. Talula. What's the matter, my champion? Leader. Any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. This I firmly believe. Yes, I share the same conviction. Goodbye, leader. Go, Patriot. To end this war and regain the status of the infected, reunion will crush all enemies standing in our way. I miss FrostNova already. What's this? A kind of Sarkaz talisman. 2 pieces. This one is for you, the other one I will keep. What are these for? It's a bit heavy. They can keep you safe. You still believe in those weird Sarkaz things? What's the point of this? Let me finish. Sure. This talisman can withstand torture. Mortal wounds, destroyed organs, no. But the consumption of life it can withstand. Until it breaks. If yours breaks, mine will tremble. And I will go save you. What if both pieces break? Why aren't you saying anything? Fine, I'll hang on to it. Good. I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing. I wonder if that's W and Hoder. Oh no, it's not. It's FrostNova and Patriot. Okay. I was getting mixed up because it kind of sounded... Then again, that makes sense why it's the chilling voice. Help who? And what war? My talisman. It too has broken. Oh. You killed W. What are you going to do now? Liberate you. You will no longer need to bow before a Sarkaz. All that you desire, I shall grant you. And what exactly is that? War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer will you waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. I will give you a truly equal war. Sarkaz wandering devils. What I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims, I will reforge your blood, your flesh, your steel, and the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter and I will grant you death. A new era has arrived and war shall reign supreme. All Sarkaz who wish to taste all that this new era has to offer, step forward. Who would you have us kill? Of course they would just follow. Why am I not surprised? Also, I gotta say that was a pretty long part. Do I call it a part? 7-1 is a lot longer than I thought. Man, I can't believe W died though. I mean, there might be a chance that she survived because she fell down the core area and they haven't found her dead body. And I'm pretty sure she's strong enough to withstand some explosions, so... And there's an operator version of her, so I don't think she's dead. Maybe she's close to death and she might die soon. Or maybe she is dead. I don't know anymore. Anyways, let me look at this map. So there's flying ones. 1, 2... Okay, let's see. I think... Oh wait, now I don't have to use Pure Stream. Finally! Who should I use? I do like silence.
Understood. I'll focus on support.
And then... Oh, I don't need to use Shamir. Let's use... Gummy.
Ready to go.
Okay, let's see. I think that's good. I like using Popoka. Yeah, let's use... Yeah, let's use Popoka. Let's do that. I think that should be fine. The story seemingly gets longer, but it's certainly richer too. Oh, that makes me excited. 6:30 p.m. Number 0. How many zeros is that? 5 zeros? 00000000002. Clearance level 8. Dr. Didinas, thank you for visiting the Rose Island Integrated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. In addition, the system detects that you are in a bad mood. Leave me alone. And what would count for a good mood? Dr. Didina is displaying aggression. Rest assured the system will not electrocute you. There is no need to fear these tests. You would electrocute me? Excuse me? Welcome home, Doctor. Can this really be called home? Are you Dr. Didina? Huh? Hello? It's you. I'm sure of it. I can feel it. You're a little different. But the person you're holding, that uniform. Can I ask who's that you're holding? A fighter. One of my people, a friend. She's your friend? But you barely know her at all. I don't know. This might disappear soon. What do you feel? Traces of people communicating with each other. Smell. Warmth. Shape. I'm not sure, but she... The girl reaches out to FrostNova. Let her stop her. No. You don't want me to do that? No, I'm an outsider. I don't know her. I can't do this, can I? I'm sorry. Can you read minds like Amiya? I'm having trouble understanding you. No, I can't. Amiya is special. I know Amiya's arts, and I think she suffers a lot. Did you want to use this machine? If this is indeed the final resting place of the infected. It is. Just a second, let me check the log.
Yes, they cleaned this cabin already. Put her on this slab. Easy now. There. Then the slab will slide down in there and... wait for it to close and finally press this button.
You're really familiar with it.
Oh, I've had to use it a lot.
Why?
This is where all of Rhodes Island's infected end up. And if I knew them, if I felt them, if they were my teammates, I always take care of them myself. The original manual was really complicated, but I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I can feel it.
Feel what?
It's like a chain.
A chain?
Or I could say it's like seeing the links between people. Sending off the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. The other ends of the threads are still tied to us, but even when the one side is gone, the threads don't hang down. It feels like you've lost something inside yourself. Something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back.
Why would you want to feel that?
Because if you know the feeling, it won't suddenly sting you, right?
So then you...
Excuse me.
Identifier for Rosmontis. Elite operator present in Rhodes Island Integrated Infected Bioprocessing Unit will expire in 15 minutes. I will update you momentarily. Stand in place for about 15 seconds. In addition, there is a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. If possible, please assist after updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption.
Oh, okay. I'll go do that. I'm making a note of it in my terminal.
Reminding you for the 6th time, if you would allow access to the system, it could send the information directly to...
No. I'm the only one who can use this.
Understood. Elite operator?
PRTS means me.
Should I call you Rosmontis?
Yes, Rosmontis. What about her? I think I should at least know her name.
FrostNova.
FrostNova. A good name. Hello, FrostNova. Bye-bye.
A sad but quick funeral for her, I guess. Wow, the song.
出発の時間だってこれ以上は進ませません I'm here to help ええここにこっち向け
Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see. I think this would be good.
Poison is not contagious.
That should be good.
Take flight. I have to get serious now.
Okay, the next one. This would be good.
Are you hallucinating?
I think that should be good. Speed up a little bit more.
My toxins will slowly burn your life away. Concentrate. Here, I hear someone crying.
Uh-oh. I don't have a healer over there.
It will not come to harm.
Oh, there we go.
to panic. Honey to me.
I think that should be good. Sheesh, I can't even get her. Sucks. Guess I'll just do that.
Poison kiss.
There we go.
You will not come to harm.
Oh boy.
Hallucinating?
No!
Power is all yours now. I'll do my best. I'm here.
Okay. Oh boy. We don't have anyone that can shoot down those. I should have had more. Oh no! So many! Yeah, okay, no. Give me a second. I needed more.
Now is not the time for despair. We must withdraw immediately.
I should have known that there... Oh, no, not that one. This one. I should have had more people that could go up. Let me see. Next time I'm gonna put silence up there. Or instead of up there, I think I'm gonna put them in the middle. Yeah, I think that would be better. So let's see. Instead of that, no, I do. Okay, so I'm thinking Cruz and Steward. Cruz and Steward. I need to check the map.
Where's the rally
1, 2,
point?
3. If I have a healer here, then just 2. Healer here. 3. 3 of them. Okay. 3 of them. 4, 3. 1. 2. 1, 2. 3. 4. Okay, let's try this.
Let's go! Incoming. Get ready, everyone.
加減はしますよ。
I'm here to help. I won't sleep on the job. There you are.
まとめてかかってきやがれ。
My toxicant is ready. Ooh, almost we're counting on you again today, little apple. My toxins will slowly burn your life away.
No. That's better.
Calm. Honey to me. Poison
This seems
to
good.
Roger. My toxins will slowly burn your life away. No need to panic. Ready to fight. Get around it, guys. Honey to me.
Need to get more.
Poison to you.
I need to think about this.
Honey to me, poison to you. I know what you're thinking. Here I am.
I think that should be good. I think we should still be fine.
Are you hallucinating?
Okay, so far so good. This isn't really ideal though. I'm keeping an eye on everything.
There you are.
Come on, come on. It'll be fine. Going. Those things. Oh my gosh, how many?
Pick me! Pick me! Sure, a good spot.
Oh gosh. The heck?
What you got? Are you hallucinating?
Dai, sono un altro po'. C'eri quasi.
Here, I hear someone crying. Honey to me, poison to you.
Oh gosh.
Support incoming.
It'll be fine, it'll be fine. They're still okay. No, they're still fine.
Take aim.
No, not yet.
Understood.
Still okay.
It's not my wish to take loss.
Down you go.
Oh, one more. Yeah, we did it. Hi, Ars. Welcome to the stream. Whew. I'm glad. That wasn't bad. I think I did that a lot better after understanding how everything worked. What a relief. Okay, Wei Yenwu's office, 6:30 p.m. Correct, Mr. Wei. 32 hours from now, the core city will collide with Lungmin. Its urban identification code has not been changed, which means that the core of Chernobog, this nomadic city, is still Ursa's territory. So attacking it could be an act of war? Reunion holding Ursus hostage like this is the height of absurdity. You're unreasonably calm, Mr. Wei. Did it maybe occur to you what a peace-loving country the Empire is? Ursus expansionism is driven by a lust for wealth, territory, and growth. If it was profitable, the Empire would start a world war without a second thought. And they could have done it decades ago. But to provoke a war with Yan? The fact that Yan has not waged war for centuries does not mean that they lack the capacity to fight. But I'd say a militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that leads to Yan's prosperity. A world war would leave both sides devastated. Yan would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with its myriad internal conflicts, would take it even harder. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen would wage a war that is costly, unprofitable, and doomed to fail. Mr. Wei, as far as I know, fools and madmen are a dime of a dozen in the nomadic cities of the world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, and it's a function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council responds, we'll implement measures to put a stop to the Chernobog core. The diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of this crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? No, I have faith in mutual interest. Fighting war after war teaches bitter lessons, and even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, it has been unable to fight the internal rot these wars have bred. It has not been able to integrate the peoples and lands it has conquered, and no nation can handle a rebellion while choking down the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. I fully understand why you don't like Wei now. Yeah, I still don't like him. The Empire of Ursus is a rotting corpse posturing to look strong. And that is why you believe Ursus will act on its own interests and abide by their deal with you? I have no deal with the chairman of the State Council, verbal or otherwise, but the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. Fumizuki, send a message for me. I have to make use of this time. Fumizuki?
There is another message here for you. Dr. Kaltsit, Amiya, Chen, you should hear this too.
Fumizuki?
You will change your mind when you hear this.
I don't think so.
If you reject their help again, we'll truly be isolated.
Dang. Chief Wei, you must act immediately upon receiving this message. What? That's my messenger. The following has been arts encrypted. Mr. Wei, groups 3 and 4 are standing down. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They were whispering from the parliamentary gallery, laughing at my miserable, helpless performance, but I found no evidence to hold them accountable. If something happens in Chernobog, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen? You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at its source. What we could not do, you must do in our stead. That's the end. I want to hear the rest.
The rest is the messenger's soliloquy.
He's my messenger. Let me hear it. I was unable to meet Chairman Witte, and the messenger he sent to Liège with me was waylaid by unknown forces. Fortunately, that messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out of the deity Greiferberg in the dead of night, and someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Ursus vying for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that, and there were many others who tried to protect me. Witte tried to help them. I reached the Earl Rift and commandeered a messaging station. What happens now, even I don't know. I hope to make it back to Lungmid to enjoy the flavors of home once again. How is he now?
Unclear if he's alive or dead.
That's so bad.
It sounds like the chairman of the State Council plans to stand by and see how this plays out.
The State Council is at the heart of the Empire, but Chernobog is out on the periphery now. The borderlands mostly belong to the army and some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army hasn't had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion, but the infected did. The ancient nobility, closely watched as they were, couldn't have planned the Chernobog incident, but the infected could. Indeed, most of Reunion's infected had no training. They didn't stand a chance against the Ursus Guard and the Chernobog riot police. But a catastrophe did. Chernobog failed to split the plates in time, and there was nothing they could do against the catastrophe. Reunion had to infiltrate the city early to stop the security forces from mobilizing, while the army ignored their maneuvering. Lungmin and Rhodes Island anticipated Reunion's actions, and the LGD made a plan to annihilate them, but Chernobog. Even to this day, Chernobog and the Ursus court haven't said a word. Now we know why. Writing off the city and all its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobog over to Reunion. And the infected who have lived so long on the threshold of death that they no longer fear it would assume control of the city after catastrophe. They didn't have to do anything. They just got out of the way. They only had to let it happen. But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobog was just a dead city with nothing of value. Which left the infected heading for Lungmin. No matter who's running Reunion, all the elements were perfectly aligned. Give the order. The censors must stand down. Use force if necessary. We will prepare for war. We must be absolutely certain we can disable that core before it's too late. And no one is to know of this until the Chernobog core is stopped. Mr. Wei? You're going to start the war yourself? Fumizuki, you've seen all Lungmin has been through. You must know. My brother wouldn't stand for me starting a war with Ursus. I must take the initiative. We must take control of the situation even if it costs all of Lungmen.
Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor. It makes it more difficult to forge alliances. The first one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whatever it might be. Some countries don't even care about the truth. All they want is an excuse.
And that's true, which is why it sucks.
But Mr. Wei, I believe we can achieve peace through diplomatic means.
Thank you for the suggestion, Madam Calcit. But I'm afraid Witte and I are the last hope for peace between our two countries. Whether our enemy is the Empire's Third Army or the Emperor of Ursus, this war is going to happen eventually. Even if we are certain to win it, peace is no longer possible. If Witte is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he'll face too much resistance and criticism for it even if it works. He's a politician. He has to look out for himself. Having pushed him this far, the Empire's bureaucracy may be in some state of semi-paralysis.
A couple of divisions can hold Ursus hostage, but not Lungmen. This is not Ursus. You're entitled to an emergency response to another moving city. Wouldn't it then be too late to separate the city?
If the core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Lungmen, and the conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster.
But to stop the core...
Firing our guns or sending a Spec Ops team would indeed mean a declaration of war on Ursus. Anything Witte might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by the Chernobog core. An isolated city cut off from all communication, left with nothing but identification codes, needs very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Lungmen now. Only we can stop the Chernobog core.
Think carefully, Mr. Wei.
There are serious consequences to an act of war. War is serious business. But the other choice, as far as Lungmen is concerned, could be far worse.
Mr. Wei, Rhodes Island.
I'll go.
Huh? Miss Chen? Chen?
I'll take care of it. You're Lungmenite. I can leave, Lungmen. Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility. If Lungmen needs a traitor, let it be me. I'm sick of you, Wei Yongwu. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Lungmenite even before you dug your claws into the slums. Now is not the time for a debate on ethics. What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them? What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen, what did they do? Tell me, where was it Reunion hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city? You trust the slum dwellers, but do they trust you? Where did that trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informants or Lin Kojui's ears, reported the infected infiltrating their homes? Things happen so fast. That doesn't mean anything. Did you receive even a single tip? Yes or no? No. Not one. Not a single person stepped up. They don't trust you. They'd rather put their faith in foreign provocateurs than the Rat King or the superintendent of the LGD. Maybe Reunion was threatening them. Reunion's infected are known to be violent and dangerous. Did they forget that Lungmen has never raised a hand against them? I don't blame them for supporting each other. In fact, if the infected didn't support each other, if they hated each other instead, the slums would have long since destroyed themselves. But they could have opposed Reunion. They could have come together with the Rat King's people to fight the infiltrators. They could have asked for your help. They don't trust. Exactly. They don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you. We should have sent the LGD into the slums long ago. It was the locals who didn't want the LGD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LGD time and time again. Even as Lin Kojui and I worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slums, it was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifices of our soldiers. Was it Lungmen that rejected them? Answer me, Miss Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me! It's not their fault. Then whose, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you? You have the right to your own thoughts and opinions, provided you don't let them affect your work. The LGD is here to protect Lungmen. The Special Inspection Unit is here to guide the LGD to protect Lungmen. The slums you've done so much for have become a vulnerability that could lead to Lungmen's destruction. The Union exploited the infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Chernobog. The measures we took to fight off Reunion left us open to this maneuver by the core city. And those infected stood by and did nothing. If Lungmen falls here, it is ultimately by their hands. No. Who should be held responsible for turning Lungmen into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods just because we didn't act in time. When you say act, do you mean... Whose fault is it? Was it Lungmen that rejected them? No. It was they who rejected Lungmen.
So you'll dispose of them?
Indifference and a lack of vision already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for these people anymore. Chen, we are all tainted with our innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them or cover them up for a while. There's always someone who can do what I can't, but for now I still have things to do. Everyone makes mistakes? I know what you're saying. The infected are a mistake as long as they exist in the city? Pig-headed girl. Superintendent Chen, I've told you everything. Now do what you must.
Alright then.
Wei Yanwu, what I must do, what the LGD must do, is name who is at fault and correct the mistake. It seems that according to your definition, I am at fault. We could also say I am the mistake. Because I am infected. You...
Chen? Madam Chen.
There's no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years, you've been hiding my infection from the world. Now that the infected have no place in this city, neither do I. Nonsense! She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do, and I won't be making any more mistakes. I'm the only one who can stop her.
Don't feel bad, I understand. We're sworn brothers, aren't we?
Brothers. Remember where we came from. Sworn brothers ruined. I am infected. And a traitor to Lungmen. I'm the only one who can do this. I hate you and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Blood relations ruined. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? Who could feel safe sitting here? Whose family ruined? No. If you leave this office today, Chen Hui Chie, you will be an enemy of Lungmen. You will never again be allowed to set foot in this city. And all that we've worked for together for the past 10 years will come to nothing. Everything I worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Lungmen is about to go up in flames. The battle is upon us. You have your ways. I have mine. Oh, dang. The only difference is, I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake. I won't let the city fall, but I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool at the end of the day. If you're going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Chen. Laugh at that and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hoped that you would change this world to want more than prosperity and growth. So, has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I worked for actually mean anything? Even if it can't now, it must be someday. You're going to make sure it can be changed. Wait, stop! Who are you? You can't go in there! Security? Where are the guards? There's an intruder! Lord Wei, we will act. get out. Let us act. You shouldn't have come. Wei Yanwu. That's all it took to show your true colors? Your private army just shows up here in your office? Madam Chen, Lungmin is threatened. Sounds like you have a strong sense of duty. But I don't believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead. Lord Wei, it is within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind, and stop the collision. We shall sacrifice our lives for the city and lift this burden from thy shoulders. Get out! Lord Wei! How about it, Wei Yanwu? Will you send them or send me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people and so indecisive when it comes time to save them? That's how it is now. That's how it was then. I didn't expect a chance at a proper goodbye. I've thought about it many times, Wei Yanwu, but I never expected to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Fumizuki, I'm sorry my mom treated you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as family. Chen? Superintendent Chen! Not anymore. This badge? You can have it back. Caesar! You want to fight here first? To decide who's the real traitor? Superintendent Chen, the enemy's at our gates. I'm infected. I'm your greatest enemy. Cease and desist, or I will show no mercy. Who have you ever shown mercy? Ugh. Don't sound all high and mighty about things you can't do. Lord Wei, look out! Qi Xiao, rouse Qi. Brother, if this sword is used to slay dragons, does it also work on Dracos? It just might. Looks like I'll have to be more careful around you. Her arts are overflowing? Doctor, get behind me! I'll block the arts! No, it'll just get torn apart by that kind of power. She's not aiming for us. Get out of her range right now! Okay. Her arts are beginning to expand. Back up! Release! The dragon slaying sword. Unsheath? You could block it with just your wrist? Most astute. I see your swordsmanship is sharper than ever, and Superintendent. Tempered Originium. Qi Xiao, huh? To think that they're still making weapons like that. Doctor, is that sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Madam Chen didn't even let me look at that sword. Was she envisioning a situation where I would be an enemy? Out of my way! Lord Wei, the Superintendent has chosen her path. I may not be able to block a second blow. Shall I put my life on the line? To my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Lungmin. Though I cannot guarantee that she'll have her limbs intact, I can assure that she lives. Impermissible. You. Fall back. Don't engage her directly. I shall immediately alert my brothers. Planning to call reinforcements? Qi Xiao! Seize! Che, are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword? Don't forget who taught you your swordsmanship and your arts. I never once thought to strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Chen Huiche. Do it then, Master Wei. Qi Xiao answers to me. The day you gave me Qi Xiao, did you think I would slay you? I won't use it to spill your blood, Wei Yanwu. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Talula was taken away. I contracted oropathy in the course of my work. You think everything you've done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is that because of your guilty conscience? Or because of your confidence in your own strategies? I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again. Liar! Wei Yanwu, there are those who the sword seeks to kill, and those who it seeks to protect. If she truly wishes to destroy Lungmin, No, no, you must not go! I never thought I would beat you and your black cloaks here. But there is more than one way out of here, Wei Yanwu. The window? Chen Huichi, stop this foolishness! We're hundreds of meters above the ground! This wouldn't be the first time I've used the window route, or the second. Chen! Huichi, you must not go to her!
Chen!
You mustn't repeat the same mistakes. You can't go down the same path that we did. If there's anyone who should die for the city, that person should be... Uncle. No, Wei Yanwu. Starting today, we are strangers. The sound of glass smashing echoed across the room, and Chen falls face up from the tall building. The Lord of Lungmen let out a thunderous roar, and the black man in black poncho leaped toward the window like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made up her mind.
Born from Raytheon Industries, improved by the hands of the great mayor, Thermal X, the throbbing heart of hotness, am here to help.
I can't believe that all happened in the span of one...
Flawless victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
Yes, you were! That was really intense. Oh my gosh. Mephisto's herd is no longer under the control of its leader. She deserts. Her positioning adapts very fast. It was... Oh gosh, that was really intense. And honestly, I feel really bad for Chen. Like, I can understand from both of their point of views at that point. Because I'm sure he was trying to do the best that he could to not make history repeat itself. But because he didn't trust anyone, I think that might have been part of the problem. I feel like if he had told Chen the entire truth, then things wouldn't have turned out like this. But no, it doesn't seem like that's the case. And I feel really sad for Chen because for her, she's an infected, and it's no wonder that she, you know, always tried to help the infected secretly, because obviously she can't do it up front and in the open, because then it'll make her job harder when it comes to people who aren't infected. Thank you for the congrats. I'm pretty happy about it. I will hydrate. Made me tear up a little, not gonna lie. Okay, so the bottomless aggression has prompted them to attack Rhodes Island ship, put them out of their misery. Longest story node belongs to Lone Trail. Story node Lord took up 45 to 50 minutes. Wow, over here it's like, what, 30 minutes-ish? I mean, not that I mind, because sometimes I just want to know the story more. Although it does make me reconsider if we should have the subscriber mode on, if it's going to be as long as that. The only thing is that people shouldn't if people will be able to follow the rules of not spoiling anything major. I mean, obviously the mods can catch it, hopefully, but I do feel like I'm gonna have to think about it. Well, I think let's do it this way. So mods, just FYI, if you can also type it in the Discord as a reminder. But I think starting with this chapter, since the story mods are going to be, or the story mode is going to be extremely long, I do think that we can probably hold off on the sub mode, at least for the story scenes, for the last, or at least the boss, sort of boss stages thingies, or like the major ones. So if you can actually ask perhaps the more experienced Arknights players in the server for which nodes are probably worth having on sub mode for the story. That might be a good way to go about it. At least that's what I'm thinking. Let me look at the map. Oh no, only one? I mean, I guess. Oh, I can't really drag them into this, right? Ugh. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's all in the back right here. I guess that should be fine. Let me change my team though. I don't think I need to do it this way. Maybe... No. Actually, I think this should be fine. Yeah, I think this should be fine.
Ready to go.
We'll just go with this. That might be a challenge, but we could try and tell. Let's try it here right now. So we'll keep the live chat mode as public right now. Uptown Lungmin, 7 p.m. dusk. A secret arrest warrant? For Chen, sir? It's gotta be a mistake. There's no way. Hey, get back here. I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it, Chen, sir. What the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her. I have to hear her side of the story. I'm glad that her people are at least very... Yes, I understand. Anything else, Master? No, go and do what I told you for now. When you're finished, find somewhere to lay low for a while. Got it. Now go. Hurry. It turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wei Yanwu. Talula, is this really just fate? Oh, young master, if you could see us now from up here. Up there, you also would not wish to see this, would you? But alas, Lungmin's finally come to this. But Huichi, be careful, Huichi. You mustn't get yourself killed. Also, I know I'm butchering her name, but I guess I really don't know how to pronounce her name. Merely guessing at this point. Lungmin Harbor Dock, 7:20 p.m. Damn it! There's still so many of them out there! I thought the LGD was supposed to have this area under control! Yesterday was reunion, today it's these weird infected! Even we can't hold them off! And we can't use heavy-duty weapons inside the city?
Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today?
Rosmontis! Oh, thank goodness we're saved!
They're infected who have been twisted by arts? And we can't stop them?
That's right. We mostly brought defense equipment, but I never expected that to shred through our steel cables and polyfiber nets like paper. We might have to bring in some military-grade weapons. We're at our limits here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from the land ship. Thankfully, not that you're here, we might be able to turn the tides. The rubidium structure inside makes their bodies incredibly tough. We use suppressing fire to keep them under control, and alas, our scans aren't picking up any signs of brain activity at all. The main point there is they're pretty much already physically dead. They're just empty husks propped up by arts. It's unbelievably cruel.
Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you all are safe. Let's make a plan. I'll get them to settle down.
You're going to fight?
Yes.
But you look... Doctor, have you never met Rosmontis before?
Please stand aside, Doctor.
Then you might want to take a step back. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Is that a metal box from the land ship floating by? I mean, flying by? That thing floating in the air there is your equipment?
It's mine. Operator, please describe your impressions of the target.
Hold on, I'll check the manual. Okay, the target's a large group of active, restless individuals. They're moving as a group with no clear objective. Their general trend is clear, but with no set route. That should be good enough, right?
Received. I'll handle this. Dr. Kautze was very clear. Once we finish with this, Rhodes Island is to leave Lungmen immediately.
So that is who she is.
Evening, old friend.
Hoshiguma? What are you doing here? How about your injuries?
I'm an Oni.
Those scratches are long gone. Good, now
Hold on.
Were you waiting for me here? That dune buggy you're pushing is a new model from Rim Billiton, right? Great for off-road performance, dust-proof, climbs hills with ease, incredible range and fuel efficiency, minimal environmental impact with the maximum comfort. That one? Yeah, sorry, I saw that ad on the terminal a million times. Guess it got stuck in the old noggin. It's a damn good buggy though. I'm not even into off-roading and I like to get one. What are you trying to say? It means she wants to join you. Maybe. You look like hell, Chen. Where do you plan on going? How did you know I'd be here? You come here every time you want to sneak out of the city. Remember, I also know every nook and cranny of this place. The LGD issued an arrest warrant. But that's not what you're here for. Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are. This is my only way out of Lungmen. I stayed dark the whole way. If the whole LGD knew me half as well as you do, then you'll never make it out of Lungmen. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? They're just like me. They don't want you to go. Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why you of all people, Hoshiguma? Of course I am, Chen. I'm an LGD inspector, and more importantly, your friend. Did you seriously plan to wander off and play the lone hero on a grand adventure? That is precisely why I cannot let you leave. You're a Lungmenite, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. If Wei Yanwu has his way, more people are going to die. And your way is better? They call you Madam Oni. They trust you to take care of the Lungmen they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma. Do they really love Lungmen, Chen? You... Me? I'm old school. Comics, movies, booze, rainy streets, some guy running by without an umbrella. I like my stuff retro, not bikes. People say some stuff goes out of style quick. Chen, can we really outrun time itself? I can't. No way. It moves too fast. That chase has crushed so much of what I cared about. This is all I have left. A yellow splotch, a tear, a dog-eared page. I've got names for them all. And it sucks. I hate how time took all these people from me. They died horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try to find a place in this world. But me? I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them, I smashed their dreams to pieces with these very two hands. They didn't love Lungmen. They simply had nowhere else to go. And in that end, that was my fault. You're not going anywhere, Chen. Fats died. All those people died for Lungmen. You're going to pretend you never saw any of that? Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you. I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect Lungmen. No matter who stands in my way, it's my duty. That hasn't changed. So you're still Superintendent Chen? And who gave you this duty? I did. Is that just something you wanted to hear yourself say? Look at you. You're gonna save Lungmin all by yourself? One woman against all of Reunion? Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. Dang, Hoshiguma saying all the facts and... Oh gosh. It's funny. You're the one who always carried out Mr. Wei's orders because you could relate with him. Now I'm the one who relates with him a bit better, and I'm the one carrying out his orders. How the tables have turned. I've seen the gist of Mr. Wei's plans. If someone has to die, Mr. Wei thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chen family's blood. Once all this blows over, no one's coming after you. You mean he? Mr. Wei would rather he die than you. You give him too much credit. Maybe you don't give him enough, Chen. If he wants to die, he's welcome to it. But what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent a war? Will it get Lungmin out of this mess? If he dies, it'll get some of the blame off Lungmin. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish into thin air, actually. You really think it'll be that easy? Nothing's ever that easy. That's why he wants you running the LGD. You'll get his job and be chief of the LGD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. There's been a lot of rot left behind, and you should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. Wei wants from you. Though he's been waiting for a long time, I can tell that his beliefs and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Lungmin still needs you, and she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. Wei's death may not matter to you, but once he's gone, you could change the city. I have to tell you something, Hoshiguma. It's the reason why I don't belong here. Don't mess with me, Chen. No one's more Lungmin than you. I'm an infected. What? Since when? 3 years ago. You've been hiding it from me? I didn't mean to. How come you didn't even tell me? Wei Yanwu didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have an infected in the LGD, so I couldn't be infected. Hoshiguma, there is no place for the infected here, or anywhere else in this world. I've had enough of Wei Yanwu controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore. No, I get it. I finally actually really get it, Chen. I know exactly why you can't leave Lungmin. What? If you leave and go to that core city, Mr. Wei would have to brand you an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy working against Lungmin. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Reunion. And that'll be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back. I don't care. That's my line. You're infected? I don't care. I don't care. Missy doesn't care. Nine doesn't care. The LGD doesn't care. Not even Mr. Wei cares. He wants you to change this place. He doesn't want you gone. You didn't see how ruthlessly he cheated the infected. I did. And Nine? She's already gone. She quit the LGD because she was infected too. Nine too? You know, Nine and I might have contracted oripathy on the same mission. She went undercover for me in Reunion, and then because of Reunion, she abandoned Lungmin. Because she saw the truth of this city. But you didn't betray Lungmin. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit. Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city? I've never been good at guessing games. Just get to the point. Do you know who's leading Reunion? I forgot her name. Talula. Missy didn't tell you? Tell me what? Talula is my sister. I thought they were childhood friends or, you know, like relatives, but I did not think they were actually siblings, like sisters. Oh, okay, okay. Now all the information that I got about Talula is... Oh. Oh. I get it. Chen, you're not going today. Why? Is my sister, my family not important enough? That's why. That's why I can't let you go. Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go. That's not for you to decide, Hoshiguma. Anya can decide. No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe or a shield or an Oni, I'm not giving in. The blacksmith who cast the shield had this whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than any catastrophe. The blood that stains the shield and the tragedy it represents is much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chen, Mr. Wei isn't a good man. We can kick his ass together. I like how they're clear about that. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Colombian's big single 70 VV? It's yours. Chen, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force me to do this. It's all I ask. Whose side would you be on? If I had to look at the big picture, I would say that I'm on Hoshiguma's side. Mostly because if Wei Yanwu is going to, get himself killed, then I guess at least the person that she hates the most right now will be gone. And personally speaking, even if Talula is her sister, I don't think that this is the right time to go after her. Force you? Why are you talking like Wei Yanwu? I don't like it. When Wei did what he did, no. When he betrayed his brother, failed my mother, and put the city to sleep under his cloud of wickedness, that's when I decided to do this. You might think that stuff has anything to do with you, but I don't think so. What do you mean? What he did for you, and what you should be doing, none of it is connected. That's what Mr. Wei was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? It wasn't just one time. It happened again and again and again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. Covered horn to toe in blood every time. I fought to the bitter end until I was the only one left standing. Because that's what I thought was right, and they were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserved to live. I don't, but I lived anyway. I just can't live for myself anymore. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong, that's the dumbest thing a person can do. And I've dealt with the regret my whole life. You think you're the only one who's got a lot of baggage, Miss Chen? Stop talking like that. So why can't you understand me even a little bit? We've been through so much together all these years. There's still something you can't tell me? I've got my baggage and you got yours. We both know that. Even so, what is there you still don't understand? I never pulled any of you into this. How can you say I don't understand you? Because I've seen too many people die for nothing. I don't care who you are. I just care where you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader of Reunion. You can't change the situation. You'll just die for nothing too. No one wants to see that. Not the LGD, not Lungmin. Thank you, Hoshiguma. But I'm still going. Really? If we have to fight, you should know I'm not scared of you. You really have to go, huh? You feeling like your heart is hard as iron right now? I told you before, you're lost in your own thoughts. You lost sight of everything around you, of everything everyone's done for you. Your stubbornness is only gonna get you hurt. Huh. Fine, I guess you'll have to take a beating before you can learn. Like a young Hoshiguma, that being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. If you want to fight Chen, then let's do it. Show me everything you've learned in the last 2 years. Wei's just misunderstood. Yeah, well, he has quite a funny way of going about it, and the way he went about it isn't exactly the right way, but it's not like it's easy to make such decisions, so I'm not gonna... I guess, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna trash on what he did so far, since what's done is done, and it can't be helped. Stop talking like that!
X-42 Long Range Originium Arts Control Device. Operator Rosmontis requesting approval. Approved for use in defensive operations. Removal approved.
User, Annihilation Specialist. Elite Operator Rosmontis. Activation approved.
Okay, I'm going. Please tell Closure for me about the Rhodes Island land ship startup.
Hurry, Doctor, get in the cabin. Don't watch. If you get hit by Rosmontis' shrapnel, you're pretty much a goner. What? No wonder people kept saying that she was the strongest. How scary.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm here to help.
There we go.
Whew, almost dozed off. Whew, almost. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh, I should have a slow down operator if I knew that their HP would go down. Yeah, let's do that.
My poison is not contagious.
And then we'll do this.
I won't sleep on the job.
Poison kiss.
No! I forgot they do long distance. I'll have to do the stalling technique.
Take aim. Whew, oh, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh boy.
There you are.
How dangerous.
I shall protect you. Here I am. Almost dozed
And
off. We're counting on you again today.
oh gosh, more.
Concentrate.
Let them come forth. Get closer.
Gather up, my rats.
Dang, that was so fast. Ah, boy.
My toxicant is ready.
Here I am.
Oh boy, okay, let's see. Stall, stall, stall.
Here I am. I'll protect everyone.
Oh boy, I just realized.
Here I am.
Sure in a good spot.
I got so distracted by the bottom.
Come to harm.
Ooh, almost. Gather around me, guys. Here I am.
Oh gosh, darn it.
Anyone hungry?
This is so bad.
Take flight.
Come on, mountain, be done.
Take aim.
Take flight.
Got it. I have to get serious now. Here I am.
Take flight.
Okay, okay, at least I could put them in front. Oh no!
Take aim.
My power is all yours now. My toxins. I hear someone crying.
Oh boy.
Dovrei fare molto di meglio. You really think you'll get away?
Oh no! Is there anyone available?
Freeze!
I'm ready to fight.
I need more meat shields! Come on!
Here's something yummy for you.
Okay, we're still fine, we're still fine, we're still fine. Okay, we're still good. Okay, one last one. I guess I could just do this.
My rats.
Die faster! Still not dead? How many more left? Oh, yes! Yes! Whew, that was, that made me nervous. We got it, we got it. Whew. I need to drink some water. It kind of reminded me of that one stage where I had to borrow someone's, I think it was like an E1 Typhoon or something. And that made me struggle so hard. Plus, I didn't have enough meat shields, so that made me nervous. But thank goodness. Uptown, Lungmen, 7:20 p.m. You're pretty serious about this. Real unexpected. Never would have thought that you'd be able to make me bleed. We have never been able to walk away from our past. No, we don't need it. Hoshiguma, you've always been a part of the city. But not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place. It turned into another one of these in the end. I can't stop you. Go. Oh, CG. Sorry, Hoshiguma. After I'm gone, please go to the slums for me. The people there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LGD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it. An Ursus girl named Misha taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her. Okay. I will. I'm sorry. I owe you one. I don't need your apologies. Honestly, you're no good at them. Hoshiguma, I think we're done here. Go! And don't come back! Take care of yourself. Can't stand this place? How many people care about the city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector Hoshiguma! Huh? Inspector, you're hurt? Who could have... Oh yes, we just saw Madam Chen. Oh, that. Sorry. Do you guys have a second to talk? Inspector, you're disobeying orders too? I wouldn't put it that way. No! The breaking up of a friendship. Get out! Yes, Lord Wei. I told you not to call me that. As you wish. We await your orders.
Miss Kaltsid and young Amiya. Before you speak, could I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumizuki.
All yours.
We've been together for years now, Wei Yanwu.
Why talk about this? Why now?
One look in your eyes and I can tell what you're thinking.
Fumizuki.
Now. I've always been able to tell. I know Lungmin means the world to you. I know all that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her.
No, Fumizuki.
But this... Today... This isn't what you want, is it? Gomen. I'm not referring to our current dilemma. What I mean is... This prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones. Actually, I think you said it was 3. Maybe dozens. Surely you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well.
She loathes the Shadow Guard. If I send them to retrieve her, she will fight them to the death.
No, Wei Yanwu. That's not what I mean. Won't you regret it? If you let them both die in some foreign city? So what if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? If we had children of our own, is this how you would treat them?
All that I've done for the sake of our land. I never intended for Chen Huichi to do my work for me.
But that's how she is.
No. Keeping the truth from her only deepens the cut. It only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her, they're too distant and too difficult. But can I stop at this point? I have struggled against the men behind me and the city below me for so long. And this is all I have to show for it. Would Lungmin allow me to stop? That is what she wanted. To get to the source of our problems. She wanted to change the city into something completely unlike the city under my rule. All I did was teach her how to get there. What she would have to do and what she would have to give up.
Alright.
That's enough rationalizing. You're giving me a headache. I'll go bring her home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot. Nonsense! I won't allow it! I have plans to bring her back, and you, Fumizuki, are not to set foot outside this building.
Oh? You'll stop me?
Damare, kono yaro!
Whew. Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumizuki say? It's been a long time since I've heard such angry Higashinese.
So that's what they call Japanese. Interesting. Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yanwu? Even I have my limits, Fumizuki. Have you forgotten who you are? Fumizuki!
Doctor, I think... Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumizuki. The same may also go for Fumizuki, maybe.
I like how they're just like chatting with each other while they're having their fight.
Now then, on to our friends from Rose Island. How much will it cost for you to help Lungmin and our Chen?
I'll cover it myself.
You're really going to hire us like this, Miss Fumizuki?
I am. It may be improper to say, but my husband is not exactly in top form today. Or I might say our opponent's plans have gone beyond anything we might have predicted and included all that he holds dear. They have a complete understanding of both Lungmin and Wei Yanwu. Fumizuki, that's enough! Who are you to say what's enough?
Doctor, name your price.
I can pay.
I understand everything you've said here, Miss Fumizuki, and money won't be necessary, but I need you to hear me out.
Doctor. Maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I can speak freely, Lungmin needs some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumizuki? By all means, I don't let words get to me. Nonsense. Rhodes Island is only a pharmaceutical company. But the world is a tough place. It doesn't let up on any of us, especially a pharmaceutical company like ours that tends to make a lot of enemies, be it in business, geopolitics, or otherwise. Hi, Sniper. Welcome to the stream. Fumizuki takes the leash finally. I agree. Thank goodness. We wander the cracks between countries because we have no other choice. When all the forces of the world align to put pressure on us, we need our own special methods to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need the forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their thick skulls. So when there comes a day like today where anything could happen, Rhodes Island has to be ready with the right response. Get to the point. I have a proposal. I hope it's a good one. I'm not sure if I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. Wei. You must know with Lungmin's strength and your talents, you could annihilate Rhodes Island with a snap of your fingers. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there is nothing we could do against your forces. If we act against you, Rhodes Island is as good as dead. Go on, Dr. Kaltsit, Miss Amiya. Rest assured I have no energy to direct at Rhodes Island anymore. So please, proceed. Very well. When we first met, Mr. Wei, you were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, as I just said, Rhodes Island is no match for Lungmin in this respect. However, no matter how strong a force may be, it can be limited by the circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of degree. Even your men can't project power with their hands tied. Even if you step onto the battlefield personally, the enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Casche at a fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market or some noble bacchanal. It was an event for those who represent the many movers and shakers of our world. Continue. I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. Wei. Many young people proved their value that night with the ideas and theories that they espoused. But Talula did not. Neither my colleagues nor I ever expected that she would become the leader of Reunion. In fact, we should have realized that the Duke of Casche would only show himself when necessary to do what is necessary. Otherwise, he stays out of sight. Casche won't tip his hand in exchange for assistance, neither will Talula. I'm sure you know their relationship much better than we do, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Casche never made her a slave or a hostage. She is his successor. Oh? Your observations confirm my suspicions, Dr. Kaltsit. Talula is Casche's successor. Correct, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Casche knows what you have and what you're capable of. Talula may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. Wei. We have what it takes to handle this situation. Like Amiya told you before, the official agreement between Lungmin and Rhodes Island is over. By now, the Rhodes Island landship has left Lungmin's port. What we do from here on has nothing to do with Lungmin. Is that acceptable, Amiya? Yes. Mr. Wei, we won't concern ourselves with the future of Lungmin or your personal business. But all this is the result of someone conspiring to exploit the infected, and we will fight it with all our might. If you'll permit us to act, and if you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle, Rhodes Island's battle. I won't rely on the infected. I don't trust the infected. The only difference between you and Reunion is that you haven't turned against Lungmin. Yet. What was Reunion like before? Even if we don't remember, someone does. They weren't anything like this. You can dress up your schemes in fancy words just as Reunion can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they still ended up being cannon fodder for Ursus. In short order, Ursus will snuff out the fire that is Reunion. Will you be the next Reunion? Who can say? Only you bear your fangs and turn against us. What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Casche's successor. That Duke of Casche, only Lungmin has successfully opposed him over all these years. Mr. Wei, you intend to personally lead your forces to attack the Chernobog core city, correct? Don't make blind conjectures. What you just told me, Mr. Wei, is revealing. You think you're the only one who can handle this situation. It's true that Lungmin has the raw power to do it, and you've also overcome the machinations of Ursus. And this time you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus. As Ms. Fumizuki said, you feel you've betrayed your principles and you hope to end it all with your death. I've made so many mistakes. My death can't pay for them all. I don't even know who I would be paying. Nevertheless, Mr. Wei, are you so certain that after your death no one will bear you any ill will? Lungmin is strategically important to Yan. Thanks to my protection, it will continue to prosper. I was referring to Lady Fumizuki. Dr. Kaltsit, show some tact! Dang, she doesn't hold back. Dr. Kaltsit, what are you saying? I meant what I said, Mr. Wei. I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Even if you're dead, she is your widow. She'll still know everything you knew. Since someone is forcing you to act against your will, I believe this sort of thing is to be expected. I have a feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Dr. Kaltsit. You're way out of line. I can't... You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumizuki. And it may not end with Miss Fumizuki. I can go too. Death is the worst that can happen. Fumizuki! Speak, Dr. Kaltsit. For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I am begging you, Lord Wei, leave this to the experts. We may be powerless against a standing army, but we know the infected. We know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected. So what do you want, leader of Rhodes Island, Dr. Kaltsit? You're not a charity. Attacking the core city is tantamount to throwing an egg at a boulder. It will be ruinously expensive and maybe utterly futile. You understand our position, Mr. Wei? At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly. More than your agreement with our battle plan, Mr. Wei, we need your guarantee. Considering you may change your mind in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Lungmin and your family and Madame Chen are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Miss Fumizuki. Your kindness and your attitude towards the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. Little rabbit. Huh? She gives a thumbs up. I like his wife.
Huh?
I agree. Until the end of the Lungmin-Chernobyl conflict, we Lungmin will not in any way interfere in Rhodes Island's affairs. And it looks to me like the good Dr. Kaltsit has more yet to say. Speak up, I can endure it for the time being, because I need Rhodes Island to save one very specific infected. Then I have another proposal. Name your price. 20 years ago, Edward Artorius, Father of Talula Artorius, died here in Lungmin. I would like Mr. Wei to lend us his remains. Oh.
My blade has
Are we going to be
never been
using
ready.
against... Wow, that was only like 3. It felt like 5 and it was like so intense. What the heck? How is that even... Gosh, that was so... I don't even know what to say. Chapter 7 has already been intense from the beginning. And it is like 100 times better than the previous chapter somehow, with the intensity, the characterization of the characters, the conflicts. Everything's finally being laid out clean, and the conflicts are just driving me crazy with excitement. Oh, and now we finally know what Wei is thinking. Now we know the truth about Chen and Fumizuki and everything and everyone. And I think the best part was Fumizuki fighting against Mr. Wei. And then Kaltsit and Amiya were just there in the background being like, yo, what are they talking about? They're like whispering to each other in this awkward, tense atmosphere. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, so many intense moments in this, but things like that makes it a little less scary to go through, or at the very least it lessens the tension a little bit. And let me go get my children when their parents are fighting. Yes, that's pretty much it. But it's even more awkward because they're not their parents, so it's like a stranger and a married couple fighting very loudly, and it just whew, it's scary and very intimidating. So just having the moments where Calcit and Amiya are just like chatting with each other during the fight, and then when Calcit and Mr. Wei were talking, and then Fumizuki was giving the thumbs up to Amiya. Oh, that was the best part. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I'm tearing up because it's too funny. My cats are actually sleeping right now, so I kind of don't want to bother them, but I think I should probably change that channel point reward to something else. Mostly because my cats are so shy. Like, even if I hold them, they just don't want to talk. I guess because they sense that I want them to meow. So instead, I'll give you a meow as a alternative, as an I'm sorry. I hope you'll forgive me for not bothering my cats right now. But yeah, I overall have been enjoying the beginning of chapter 7. The pacing is definitely a lot stronger than the previous chapters. And the things that I was a lot more confused about are becoming way more clear. And it does help that I played the, Arknights Memoir. I think that really helped me understand what was going on in 7-1. Because if I didn't play that and I just watched, or if I just played 7-1 without playing that intermezzi, I think I would have been extremely confused. Which, I don't know, doesn't sound like a good thing. I mean, I would kind of know what's going on, but then I wouldn't understand the depths of how much she put the work in to reach that part. So it made me appreciate the moment when she was going against Talula. And the fact that Chen is also an infected and that Talula is her sister was kind of a shocker, honestly. That was also a huge shock. I knew they were related in some ways, but not siblings. Or I don't remember them saying it outright. Maybe they did and I just don't remember it. That's a possibility, actually, because my memory is so horrible. Oh. But the rounds or the stage so far doesn't seem that bad. Like, I recognize a lot of the functionalities that they used from previous stages that I struggled really hard with. It's just that sometimes I wouldn't have the right operator, so that's why I would need to get out of it and then change the operator list. But overall, pretty happy with chapter 7. I'm looking forward to playing more next week. I'm going to be trying to make the streams only like 2 hours long, mostly because the VODs are going to be up on my channel in time, not edited at all. So that's pretty much that's why I'm trying to make it less than 3 hours, because I know before I used to stream for like what, 6 hours, 5 hours ish. Plus I need more of a break, so I think this will be a good way for me to do it. You have a tutorial after 7.5, I think, to introduce the new stage mechanic. Oh, okay, that's good to know. They never said they're related up to now. Oh, okay. So this is the first time that we're hearing it. Okay, so I know they showed a picture, or maybe that was the anime. I can't remember. I think it might have been the anime, or maybe it was a picture CG in the game where it showed Talula, a small Talula and a small Chen and their photo. I guess it was just the anime. Okay, yeah, then I guess that was the only time we got the hint, and that's why I kind of thought, oh, maybe they're childhood friends, or maybe they're related. I mean, I knew they were close in some form or way because she would try to chase after Talula back when it was like the Chernobog thing. But sister, they don't even look alike. I guess one of them looks more like the mom and the other one looks more like the dad. That's my assumption, at least. Anyways, I overall, though, I do like the way that we finally see, what was it? Mr. Wei being a lot more, I guess, human. Like he doesn't hide behind his politician persona, which I actually really like, because previously, before this chapter, he just seemed like a typical slimy politician kind of person and just really annoyed me. I don't hate him a lot, but it was like, I don't really like you. And now I can kind of understand him, but I still don't really like him. I like his wife more. His wife is much better as a character. I mean, no, as a character, they're both fine. It's just that I just like her personality a lot more, because she's so cool. I think the only family I remember that's consistent in how they look are the Neuros. Oh yeah, that's true. I mistaken the younger sister to be the older sister in the EP reaction recently. I didn't even know they had siblings. So that was a shocker. Or maybe someone mentioned it a long time ago, but I just don't remember it. But either way, so shocked about that still. Anyways, my kids, what'd you think of today's stream? We managed to get through the first 3 nodes for chapter 7, which was actually a lot longer than I expected, and in a good way. And I don't mind how long it is, because it just means that they're developing the story more and more, and in a much better, pacing wise and I guess style that they're going towards in the future, which brings a lot of promising, I guess, points to the future chapters. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's make sure to etch this into our memory and keep it safe. And as always, formally inviting you to my next tea party, the so-called anime enthusiast Fox. Who's that? This was Dina. So until the next one then, bye. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.